Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with the second update for my deck of panning. This project was created by Emilynmax here on YouTube, and I will have her link down below as well as the playlist with everyone else who is participating. This is the second year this project has been going and the second year that I've been doing it as well. So yeah, I really love this project. It's fun because you do have like a bit of randomization. I will have Emily's introduction video linked down below so you can check out the rules, but just to give you an overview, basically you have a game board every month that switches out. And each month when you hit gold on one of your prompts, you use a deck of cards to pull a random card, and each card corresponds to a prompt on the game board. And you do work on 5 products at any point in time. So like I said, when you hit gold on something, you will pull a card for that and replace the product. So it is a rolling project pan. But yeah, I really love this project, and without any further ado, I'm gonna jump straight into it. So if you're new here, please consider subscribing. I would love to have in the family. But let's jump into the video. So the first product that I have is for the prompt something glittery, and I decided to go with one on my Stila Glitter and Glows, and this one is in the shade Smoldering Satin. I have only used this 3 times in the past month for a total of 5 uses, but the last time I used this, I actually used this as a nail polish, well, like a nail polish topper. You can see what it looks like there. I really quite like it like that actually. I might do that again probably next month because it's good because you use a decent amount of product, and this one has started drying out quite a lot. I actually just rehydrated once I used it as nail polish, but yeah, it's definitely getting drier, so it's more difficult to use. But hopefully you can see in the tube as well that I have loads of windowing, and there's not too much left in here, so I do think that I'll be able to finish this up in the next couple of months, especially if I continue using it as a nail polish topper, because it is a bit crumbly for my eyes now. It does not work the absolute best, but I can still make it work. But I definitely prefer it as a nail polish topper now, so I think that's how I'm gonna get the most use out of it. And then just a handful of times each month I'm probably gonna use it on my eyes as well. But yeah, I have 8 uses on this in total, and my goal with this is to finish it. The next product is for the prompt an SPF, and at the point of rolling this in, I had I think 2 uses left on my current SPF, and I didn't want to roll in a completely new SPF, so I decided to go with a product that has SPF in it, and that is my Dream Urban Cover Foundation by Maybelline, and this one is in the shade Warm Ivory, and as you can see right there, it does have SPF 50, so I thought that was a good prompt to go for. My goal with this was to use it 50 times, and as of the last update I had used this 34 times, so I had 16 uses to go, and I did actually hit my goal on it. I used it an additional 16 times, and after that I continued using it, and I had 2 more uses, and I did actually finish it. I finished it today. It took me 52 times to finish this product, and yeah, like I said, I used it today, and it was really difficult getting a full face of foundation today. I had to do a really thin layer because I literally could not get anything else out of this. It is completely empty. I can even see, I don't know if you can pick it up as well, but like on the sides it's completely settled at the bottom, and there might be like a few drops at the bottom just like from the side that won't go down the nozzle. But I'm actually filming this on the day it's going up on the Monday, and I was away for the weekend, and it's been standing up the whole weekend settling, so there's literally nothing else coming out of this, and I am calling it done. And I'm really happy about that, because when I rolled this in I said I might finish this in the next 50 uses, but I'm not sure. And even though it took me slightly more than 50 uses, I was actually able to finish this in the project, which I'm really excited about. So I will be rolling this out and rolling in a new item, and this will also go into my makeup empties. The next product I rolled in, I think for something that I have a backup of. No, I think I actually rolled this in for something that is the only thing you own from this brand, because I do have backups of this product, but I only own... Oh, that's not true. I can't remember what prompt I rolled this in for. Maybe something you have multiple of, because I do have backups of this product. I honestly can't remember what I rolled this in for, but this is my under eye corrector from Becca. I rolled this in because I do, like I said, have several items of this. And with this one I am also trying to finish it. I didn't have much use on it at all, and I'm wearing this down very evenly. Hopefully you can see there on the side that I am getting a bit of windowing around it, so it's getting lower, and this is what it looks like inside. So like I said, I'm wearing it very evenly, and in the first month I used this 39 times because I did pre-film that video a little bit because I was moving in January. and then I have used it 23 times in the past month. So what is that, 62 uses I think? So I've used it 62 times, which is really good, and I'm just going to continue using it. I use it every single time I do my makeup, which is really nice, and it's probably going to take a few more months to finish up, but I definitely think I will be able to finish it throughout this project, which is very exciting. Next up we have the prompt, my most recent purchase, and I did roll in these two palettes right here because at the point of filming my introduction, which is when I rolled these two in, these were the last purchase I made, which was back in November for Black Friday, and that is my Eye palettes. I have the Elva palette, and then I also have the Red Dragon palette. My goal with these two palettes was to use each palette 10 times, and if you watched my last update, you saw that I already hit my goal on the Elva palette, and I only had the Red Dragon palette left. And as of the last update, I actually only used this palette once, but I did use it an additional 9 times, and yeah, this is what the palette looks like today. You're probably not going to see massive difference, like maybe a bit in the shivers, but I actually used it for the last time today. Today I used this shade right here, this shade right here, and then the red at the bottom. And with those 3 shades, I've actually used every single shade in this palette, which is super nice because one of my goals this year is to use as many eyeshadows as possible in my collection. So I'm glad that I actually was able to use every single shade in this palette, and I will be rolling this prompt out as well because I did hit my goal on both palettes now. Then the last item, or items I guess, is my JD Glow eyeshadows. I have them in this palette right here. I rolled these in for the prompt, an indie brand or an indie product, and I decided to use each of my singles 3 times because I hadn't really reached for them very much. And yeah, I have them right here, so you can see the 6 ones right down here. So as of the previous update, I had not hit goal on any of them, so let's just go through them in order, I guess. So this first one right here, which is like the more green one, I've used that twice in the first month and an additional 1 time this past month, so I've hit my goal of 3 uses on this one. Next to that we have the shade Prismatic, which I haven't used at all, so I have 3 uses left to go on this one. Then next to that we have Hey Papi, which I've used once in the past month, which is a total of 1 uses. Then on the second row we have this shade right here, which is the shade 365, which I've used once in the past month for a total of 1 uses. Next to that we have Unexpected, which I used twice in the first month and then 1 use in the past month to hit my goal again on 3 uses. And then lastly we have the shade Peachy Keen, which I've used 3 times in the past month for a total of 3, so I have hit my goal on that one as well. So I have now hit goal on 3 out of the 6 eyeshadows, and I have 2 uses left on 365, I have 2 uses left on Hey Papi, and then I have 3 uses left of Prismatic. So I'm pretty sure that I will be able to hit my goal on these in the next month, and yeah, used them the last times and roll this prompt out. But there was a lot of uses on these eyeshadows in total, but and I keep forgetting to reach for these because they are in this big magnetic palette rather than my singles, like my little single palette, I guess. So I keep forgetting to reach for them, but I definitely will reach for the last ones now in the next month and be able to roll this out by the next update. So I did hit goal on 2 prompts. I'm rolling out my Eye palettes and my Urban Cover foundation from Maybelline. So these 2 will be rolling out, and I will go ahead and roll 2 cards, or pick 2 cards, I guess. So I've shuffled the deck and I have the deck right here. What I usually do is just pick a card from the top, but I'm going to go ahead and cut it before I do. And I used to usually pick the one from the top, so let's go ahead and do that for 2 cards. So the first one I'm going to get is the 8 of Diamonds, so let's see what that is. 8 of Diamonds is liquid, so a liquid product. Yeah, I'll have to see what that is, but that's going to be the first prompt. Then for the second one, we're going to go ahead and pick 1 more card, and we're getting Queen of Hearts. For Red Queen, we have Project Graveyard, so that's something that has been in a project before, or something that is collecting cobwebs, or something that you don't use very often. So one of those 2 things. So I'm going to go ahead and pick my 2 products, and I will be right back. So I'm back and I have my 2 products, and let's just start with the first card that I pulled, which was a liquid, and I decided to go with my Catrice HG Liquid Coverage Foundation. So liquid is both in the name and in the product type, because obviously this is a foundation. This one is in the shade Porcelain Beige. I decided to roll this in because obviously I finished my everyday foundation today, the Maybelline one, and I'm not working on any other foundation, so this is going to be one that's quite easy to incorporate. I don't think I'm going to put in using it up because I am like all the way up here. I'm very high up on this one, so again I'm probably going to put in a usage goal of 50 on this just to get some good use on it, and so that it can become my like everyday foundation. And then once I hit that goal, I'm probably going to roll it out because I don't think I'll be able to finish it in that amount of time. So 50 uses on this foundation is going to be my goal. Then next up we have Product Graveyard, which was for the Red Queen, and I decided to go with a Super Shock shadow from Colourpop because last year, actually last 2 years I guess, I've tried to hit pan on all my Super Shock shadows from Colourpop, and I have actually managed to do so, but since then, one, I have not really reached for them at all, apart from two that I have in a project at the moment. And yeah, they use Collecting Cobwebs, which is the first part of the Product Graveyard, and then obviously I've had them in different projects hitting pan on them, and that is like the, you know, previous project part of Product Graveyard. So I decided to go with the shade Sailor, which is a beautiful kind of pearly shade, and it has a blue shift to it. And I don't think I'm gonna put in the goal of using this up. I actually just realized this has like a blue to pinky purple shift, so that's quite nice, like a duochrome. But I don't think I'm gonna put in to finish this up. I think I'm gonna go with the usage goal, but I still want to push myself, so I'm going to put in a usage goal of 30, and I think it's going to be really nice to incorporate that inner corner highlight because I am not really working on any inner corner highlights at the moment, so that's why I picked this specific shade. And yeah, my goal with this will be to use it 30 times. And with that, I'm going to wrap up this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Make sure to check out Emily in the link down below, as well as the playlist with everyone else who is participating. And other than that, I will catch you in my next video. Bye guys.